Hello, everyone. It has indeed been a minute. Um, I just kind of wanted to step in and say hello, um, see how everyone's doing, get any updates, any changes, um, see what's been going on in your life, kind of see what you've been dealing with. Me, well, as you can see, I'm still dealing with this weight problem, but I'm not defeated. I will continue to keep fighting it until I get to where I want to be. It has been indeed a battle. Like, this has been the hardest battle I've had to endure probably since being diagnosed with breast cancer. I don't know what the problem is. I don't ooh, I just think I just want to eat up the world. The world, honey, the whole world. I just want to eat and eat and eat and eat, and it's like I never get enough. And just look at this chubbiness that I'm dealing with right now. But guess what? Cancer didn't defeat me, and neither is this weight. It has been a journey. It has been a while. Indeed, it has. But like I said, I'm not defeated. So, what has been going on with you? How are you feeling? What are you going through? What are you dealing with? If you want to share anything with me, just comment below. I will definitely respond. Let me know how life's treating you since going through breast cancer, if you're still dealing with the fight, if you're still in the battle, if you're in the midst of the battle. Stay strong. Hang on to God. Believe Him for everything. Believe God for healing completely and totally. Believe God for that. Um, to say that it's easy, absolutely not. It's not. I still have my moments, right today when I have my mental breakdowns and I have my crying spells, or I go through my dealing with the fear of it returning. No matter how hard I try, it's like that's still something I battle with, here and there. I'm getting ready for a visit with my oncologist soon, next month. So I go through another CT scan to make sure my lungs are good, the cancer hasn't returned. You know the drill, you know what you go through. Once you battle cancer, you know what you live with and what you go through, on a daily within your life. The struggle is absolutely real. Um, I was dealing with a little bit of depression. I say a little bit, it probably was a whole lot of depression. The weight depresses me. Um, the fear of the unknown depresses me sometimes. Not returning to the woman I was before this happened. I used to be so energetic and, wanted to get out and do things and go and exercise and hang out. And now it's a battle. I do those things because I force myself to endure, because I don't want to give up. I'm not going to lay down and just die. I'm not going to lay down and accept defeat. I'm not going to lay down and I don't need cancer thinking it's the one, nothing here. I don't want cancer believing that it's changed anything in my life. It only made things harder to do, but anything worth having is worth fighting for, right? Anything you want, you got to go through something to get there, right? So that's what it is. This neuropathy kicks my butt on a daily, but I still get up and go. I still go to work. It's hard because my job, I sit. I'm a 911 operator and I sit all day, which is not the ideal thing, after going through breast cancer and, then being diagnosed with neuropathy from the chemo. It's not easy. Like, I have some of the worst days, But my worst days were still my best days because I'm alive. And in a general senses, I'm healthy because my heart's healthy, my lungs are healthy, my kidneys are healthy, all of that. There was no significant damage, at least that I know about, due to the chemo. Yes, the neuropathy slows me down a lot. It's painful. Absolutely. You know, my feet are starting to stop swelling as much, and my hands are starting to not have as much swelling as it used to. And I'm thankful for that. And, every day that something gets better, I'm thankful. I give God thanks because He didn't have to do it, but He did. He doesn't have to continue to keep me, but He does. He doesn't have to continue to bring me through, and I'm sure a whole bunch of you can testify to this, just like me. He's bringing us out every day. It might not be as fast as we want it to happen, or when we want it to happen, or how we want it to happen, but it's happening. And so for that, I'm thankful. Now we're dealing with this coronavirus out here, which could be scary because of some of our immune systems and, the fear of getting it. And then that being something on top of what we've already been through that we're worried about wiping us out. But it's faith over fear, right? We cannot walk in fear. We cannot let fear, we can't give fear the victory. You know, we have to believe God. If He said He was going to do it, that He's going to do it. And I believe God has said He's going to keep me. I believe God for His healing. So I'm walking in the victory. I'm walking in my healing. I'm not dwelling on the coronavirus. I do try to do the necessary things that I need to do to keep myself safe because, you know, God's going to do what God's going to do, but God wants us to do our part too. So therefore, I do try to keep myself safe and stay inside as much as I can, take my vitamins, keep my immune system up, stay away from people as much as I can, no touching, dab, pound, whatever, but all that hugging and touching and stuff, no, that's not going on right now because I have to protect myself as we all should, And I was just thinking the devil is just so busy, and everything that he meant for bad, God turns it for good. Okay, the coronavirus makes us have to stay inside, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But today, when I woke up, my church was having service via Facebook, and there was so many churches on social media and so many people that don't go to church, that haven't been getting the word, that haven't prayed, that haven't tuned in to what God is saying. They did that today. So, coronavirus, 0, God, ding, 1. Okay? That's just how I look at things. I rather look at things on a positive and be positive and try to be as upbeat as I can about every situation. I go into situations now trying to have a positive outlook on it because being negative about things is just going to make the situation worse. I found that when I was negative and crying all the time and having my pity party, that it just made me feel worse. It just made me feel 1,000 times worse. And I have so many reasons to fight. so many reasons to want to live. I have my kids, I have my husband, I have my grandbabies, I have my sisters and brothers, and my nieces and nephews, and my cousins, and my friends, my girlfriends, my best friends. I have so many reasons to live that I ain't giving up. I, I already won. I already walk in the victory. I'm claiming victory. God gave me the victory on November the 21st or the 22nd. I don't even remember what date my surgery was. When I woke up from my surgery and my surgeon said, "We got it all," and it was up under some fatty tissue and hadn't moved, I claimed the victory right there, right then. And it ain't changed. Me and one of my best friends, true story, and if she's watching this, she will remember this so vividly. We were in Jamaica. We were either in Jamaica already on a bus. We had got off the plane or we were on the plane heading to Jamaica. Can't remember. But she asked me, she said, "Sis, um, so when do you consider yourself cancer free?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "Well, when did you consider yourself to be cancer free?" And I told her the same thing I just said. I said, "When I woke up and there was no more cancer in my body, I was healed by the grace of God, and I considered myself cancer free right then, right there in that hospital bed, in that hospital, at that exact moment when the doctor told me that the cancer had been removed from my body. I was cancer free, not in remission, none of that, cancer free." And she said, "Well, the Cancer Society said you're not cancer free until it's 5 years." And we kind of had a moment there. Like, she was antsy, I was antsy, she was defensive, I was defensive. But even though 5 minutes later we back loving each other, because that's what we do. We have our debates and our disagreements, and we just agree to disagree and keep it moving because we love each other. That is my girl, that's my sister. But let me tell you something. Are you going to believe what the Cancer Society said, or are you going to believe what God said? Which one? Which one are you going to believe? I had a lady on my YouTube, and she was going back and forth with me, and she said, we weren't arguing, she was talking to me, messaging me, and she was saying that she was afraid of reoccurrence, and I was telling her, that that's normal, but live your life, there's no guarantee that you would die by cancer. You may never get it again. You could walk out your house and get hit by a car. You could walk out your house and have a heart attack. You can go to sleep at night and not wake up from a heart attack or the coronavirus. You just never know. Live your life. Live your life every moment, every day, every second. Live your life to the fullest. And she said, what stage were you? I'm stage 4 and I'm scared. And I said, what stage is your faith? Hmm? What stage is your faith? What stage is my faith? That's a good question. What stage is your faith? Because we sitting up here worrying about what stage we are in this battle with cancer. But just like you worry about that, you got to worry about what stage your faith is with God. Because when this is all said and done, you still got to answer to God. So make sure that your faith is in the right stage. Make sure that you're living your life to the fullest, but with God in it. And I mean, under every circumstance, no matter what you do, take God with you. Take that walk and that journey with God, no matter what it is, whether it's you're battling through this cancer thing, whether you're just going on a vacation, whether you're enjoying a lunch date with your daughter, your son, whether you're playing with your grandkids. Invite God in, take him on those journeys with you, because in this day and age, you just never know, you know? Um, so of course, you guys know I'm not going to be long-winded. I don't like to do that. I just like to drop in, say what I'm going to say, and then see you on the next time. But remember this. It's always somebody out there worse off than you. And it's always somebody that would love to be walking in your shoes because their situation is 10 times worse than what you're going through right now. I have friends, I have family that didn't beat that cancer, that battle. They lost that battle. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for God saying, I'm going to heal you, but guess what? You're going to deal with some stuff. You're going to have a few issues now, but tell people about my goodness. Tell them about what I did for you. Tell them who I am. God is God all by himself. So in spite of everything that I've been through, the battle with cancer, the surgeries, the chemo, the loss of hair, eyelashes that still haven't grew back. I got a little bit, but still haven't grew back. God is still good. In the midst of every single thing that I'm going through, God is still good. Amazing. Better than good. I, I can't say it enough. I don't care if I say it in every video because it's true. I say it because it's true. God is good. God is amazing. You know, he continues to keep me. Yeah, I'm dealing with some stuff that I'd rather not be dealing with, but like I said, somebody out there that would be so glad to switch places with me in a heartbeat. Switch places with you in a heartbeat. Be able to hear you're cancer free or your cancer is in remission. I had a coworker who I was very close to, found out she had cancer. And that's all she used to say. I just want to hear that I'm in remission. She never got to hear that. She didn't make it. She didn't beat the battle with cancer. She lost that battle. And it hurts me when I think about it because she has kids that she left behind and grandkids who really adored her. And I know that she would have gave anything to be where I'm at right now saying that she's cancer free. That neuropathy wouldn't have been nothing to her. It wouldn't have meant nothing to her. Those aches and pains that I go through, she'd have took that on with joy and gladness. Not being able to move around like I used to, maybe I walk a little slower than I used to. Oh Lord, she would have just counted it all joy. Just to still be here with her family, with her children, with her grandkids. Let's not be selfish in this. No, nobody wants to have to go through breast cancer, any type of cancer, any type of illness like that. Nobody wants that. It's not that we want to. It's something that God chose us to do. He allowed it to come to us, but if he allowed it to come to you, he'll bring you through it. No doubt about that. It don't always happen the way we want it to. It don't always turn out the way we want it to turn out. Sometimes God has different plans than what we want. And that's scary. I'm not going to sit here and play like I'm not scared of death, and that scares me a lot. It does. But we all have to die, and we don't know we don't know what God's plan is for us. We don't know the day, nor the time, nor the hour. So let's just be thankful. I mean, I know sometimes I get real animated, but I'm telling you, I mean this thing. When I'm telling you, when I'm saying this about how I feel about the goodness of God, I mean that thing. I'm telling you, this ain't no play. This is for real. This is serious. It's my life. It's my health. It will affect a lot of people for any of us not to make it. So give God thanks for every single day that he allows you to be here. Thank him for the good. Give him thanks for the bag. Give him thanks. Just let him know, God, I appreciate you. I love you for what you do. I love you for each moment of breath that you allow me to breathe. I love you for giving me another minute with my children. I love you for me still being able to work that job that I absolutely hate. I thank you, God. I thank you because you didn't have to do it, but you did. Be grateful. Be thankful. God, I thank you for this weight that you gave me. Because guess what? If I'm here to battle it and try to get it off, that means I'm still alive and breathing. So I thank you for that. I thank you for your grace and your mercy. I thank you for keeping me. Thank you for loving me enough to never forsake me. Just thank you. So remember this. It could always be worse. And this too shall pass.